Welcome back, Coug Nation, for another installment of the CrossTalk podcast. This is your host, Mr. Hammerstrom, Assistant Principal, Dean of Academics, joined by, I think, the permanent. We're going with permanent.
It seems to be that way.
Yeah, we're just a dynamic duo. There's just nothing that can stop us. Mr. Thornsberry, our other Assistant Principal, Dean of Students. So thank you for joining us this week. We had a very eventful, short week. There was a lot going on.
I don't think we could have crammed anything else in.
I don't think so.
In those 4 days.
It was even the day we had off. We had the lunch and learn, so it was a lot. We had just a lot going on.
You know what? I thought about as I was thinking about the podcast, the words "no days off" came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
No days off.
Mm-hmm. 366 days a year.
You are correct.
It's a joke. Okay. So just a little recap from last week. I really want to start with what I think is a really important moment, not only for the freshmen, but also the seniors, our big little pin ceremony alongside our breakfast with our freshmen and our seniors. So for those of you that don't know, we have a very long-standing tradition here at Holy Cross.
Yes.
Maybe back to the inception, I'm not sure, but
definitely it was. Okay. I know this happened with Andrew Morisi.
Okay.
So this was something that actually Miss Hilbert talked about in our freshman focus class.
Awesome.
That they had to wear big bows on their hair when they met their bigs. So this was a tradition. At least started at AM. Not sure if it went along in Bishop David or not, but right. It carried on over to Holy Cross.
Very good. So our freshmen and seniors got paired up this past week on, what was that, Tuesday? Tuesday. So they got to meet their bigs and littles. And I think it's really cool. I still remember my big brother, Evan Skaggs.
Ben Sapp.
Ben Sapp, that's good.
Ben Sapp was my
senior. My little brothers, Danny and Mike Gray. So I still remember them from when I was in high school. And I think it's just a really unique opportunity. We have done such a great job getting the students from different grade levels already mixing, especially within GAB.
Exactly.
But it's a little bit different. It's a more of a, not a mentorship necessarily, but just letting you know that you have someone else in the building that is kind of your person, that if that senior has gone through, 3-ish years of high school and has learned some things, and I think it's really helpful for the freshmen that they can talk to him and ask him questions.
Yep.
And get
we had
some
a
advice.
freshman in our presentations in freshman focus. One of the freshman girls wrote in there because one of the slides had to be about their first, month or so of high school and how's it going. And she brought up the conversation of, I really enjoy GAB talking to juniors and sophomores and freshmen and seniors as well. So that actually came up. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really great way that we have integrated these, our students from the different grade levels, and really allows them to interact with students that aren't just their age, but makes it feel like more like a community, and that we are all just students and members of Holy Cross. So kind of piggybacking on that, we led into our mother-daughter breakfast on Wednesday.
Right into the next event.
Right into the next event, which I know that especially for our young ladies, really it means a lot to them to reach out to those women in their lives that mean something to them or that are very influential for them, whether it's mom or aunt or grandma or family friend, or I know we had some people that were just in the building, teachers that went with students as kind of their guide there. So I think it's an awesome opportunity. I'm not sure. Were you in there for the discussion? Not really sure what the subject was this time.
So the people from Norton's did a wonderful job with their conversations about lung cancer.
Okay, good.
That was the topic this year with lung cancer. Shout out to all our Guild Council kids for set up and tear down. To the Ella Barkley and Izzy kind of handling the panel. Abby Konchak with a great welcome and closing prayer. And then Braylon Loxton, what a very moving, she did the mother tribute. So very moving tribute she did. So awesome. It was a great job, everybody.
Yeah. So again, we'll have our father-son version of this. Is that in March?
I believe February.
Okay.
I believe it's in
sometime
February.
in the second semester. So we'll push some information out for that as that date gets closer and closer. And then followed up next day, Thursday, with our 8th grade preview day, which was, I think, our biggest attendance for any shadow day, at least in recent memory.
60 plus.
I don't even know what the final number was. It was an awesome day. It was a lot going on, but shout out to our teachers who really kind of made it all work. It's awesome that we have a small kind of, student to teacher ratio. I have a class that's got 16 freshmen in it, and then we had them paired up with their shadows, and now there's 35 freshmen or, freshmen and eighth graders all in a room. So I know it can be a lot to manage, but our teachers did a great job with it. And
I know at one point during freshman focus I was teaching, I had 15 shadows in one particular class, which crazy. Worked out well because we were given presentations, so they were able to see what that was like. Right. So it was great.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Miss Ryan, Miss Thornsberry, and Mr. Fouché for all the hard work that they put in to make that day happen. Mr. Myman as well. Yep. Just really, it's a lot to put together. It's a lot of logistical things. So thanks for making that happen, and it's great that we're able to display and showcase all the great things that we have going on at Holy Cross. So, and kind of going back, I should have said this first, but our freshman focus took their field trip to the Ursuline campus on Monday.
So that was Monday.
Yeah.
So kids did a great job. We went over to the Ursuline campus, had a tour of the chapel and some artifacts and things that they had over the years, and then went over to Flagey and saw where AM high school actually was. So kids did great. So weather wasn't cooperative, but we made it through, and kids did a great job.
Awesome.
And also on Wednesday, right?
I forgot
the blood drive. So we were.
I don't know if we set our record. I know we were aiming for 40.
I'm not sure what the number was, but there were a lot of.
We'll report it on the next pod, but
there were a lot of people down there. So kids did great, and we had some people walk in. We had some walk-ins as well.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's always great to support the community in that way. So. We had our community and culture committee meeting this past week. I know
a lot of data.
I was helping to put a little bit of that together. So I think it's really good, especially for you guys to know that we have committees of the board that are meeting, I guess, weekly, and then they on a certain rotation meeting every other month. So I want to say this week we've got education,
I believe facility.
Okay, education facility. I think enrollment's coming up too. So we'll report any important findings there to you guys too. Kind of looking at our athletic achievements, we had our first girls flag football game.
Grade school night as well.
In history. It was also grade school night against the Warriors of Western. It was a dominant performance by the Cougs.
Sure was.
But
lots of fireworks.
We
might have... The budget for fireworks is amazing.
It's incredible.
But there's a bigger budget. I wanted to find out.
Puts on a crazy show.
They do.
But it was awesome. I think the girls had a lot of fun. What I think was the coolest part for me was maybe not the entire football team, but what appeared to be our entire boys football team was on the fence line cheering them on basically through the whole duration of the game. So it was just really cool for me to see that. Yeah.
Well, it was great. Great planning by our athletic department, Mr. Fouché, by putting the soccer game before that.
Correct.
And then playing the flag football game. So to have those people stay afterwards to see that first game and to go back to the soccer game.
Right.
What a great, first, I'm not sure, it was first super regional that we played in.
Right.
So we advanced on to the next round, which I believe is tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
But shootout?
So we go 2 extra time periods, right?
That's right.
And then we go to a shootout. So Sophie Mudd, incredible performance in goal.
Blocking them left and right.
Everything. So
that's
shout
intense.
out to Sophie.
Shootouts, flick-offs in field hockey.
I don't know if there's a more kind
intense.
Of pressure-packed moment than in sports where it's just like you, the goal, the goalie, and the ball. You know what I mean?
It is. Maybe at the free throw line, no time.
Maybe. Yeah.
We have to give a shout out to our basketball.
But soccer, what an incredible performance playing in, I guess, the Final Four of the Super Regional, formerly just the regional tournament.
Last home game for Coach Murphy.
Yeah. That was Wednesday.
To end that.
Yeah. That was awesome. And then I don't know the exact placement here for Jackson, but we had Jackson Taylor,
right,
our individual golfer that performed at the state golf tournament. So again, forgive me for not knowing the individual placement there, but I'm sure he performed really well, strong showing and I'm sure he made us proud. Looking forward into kind of the next week here. Big thing here at Holy Cross, we have our conferences for our end of the first quarter kind of progress report. Any student that has a D or an F in any of their classes, please make sure that you are scheduling a conference with your teachers, and then teachers will kind of report that to us. And then our winter sports will officially start on October 15th.
October 15th.
So, lots of meetings going on. I know the boys basketball program, we have anybody that's interested in basketball meeting tomorrow after school. That's Tuesday, October 14th. So, if you guys
no midnight madnesses?
No midnight madness.
We do have school the next day.
It's kind of tough to do. Yeah. We've done that before.
We have.
When it's like a Friday or something.
15th, yes.
Yeah.
Midnight madness.
Yeah, it's tough to do on a Wednesday, but so yeah, I mean, we got another really important week here. Again, the girls soccer team playing tonight. I know volleyball's got a couple big matches this week. I think Ballard tonight, maybe. Sacred Heart on Wednesday. So volleyball's got some big things coming up.
Football hosts another district game this Friday against Campbellsville.
Campbellsville, very good.
Campbellsville coming in.
Yeah. So again,
Eagles.
Lots of important things going on across.
No, I believe that's it. Again, I think the most important thing is conferences, which I believe first ones start around 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Go all the way to the evening.
Absolutely. All righty. Well, I think that's really it from CrossTalk Podcast here. Thank you all so much for joining us again, giving you guys just a little bit of a recap and a preview of the next week. We are filming this Monday morning.
On a day off.
On a day off, because we're just that dedicated to the pod.
No days off. That's the thing. No days off.
So thank you so much for joining us. Again, subscribe, look for our videos every week, and we just love bringing you the updates from here at Holy Cross.
Should we attempt to cross this boss signal? Maybe not.
No, we'll work on that. Let's workshop that for the next one.
Yes, definitely.
So thank you guys.